Okay, this is my second attempt at making a video on the same, and hello, if you do not know me, this is Luftwaffe 161. This is my second attempt at making a video on the similarities between Slavic paganism and Norse paganism, also known as Heathenry, also known as many other names for Nsir. And I'll start, of course, with the thunder deities, Thor and Perun, both very similar. Perun, the copper-haired god of thunder, Thor, the red-haired god of thunder. They're both protectors of mankind, obviously. They're both very strong. Perun has an axe, the axe of Perun. Thor has the hammer, Mjolnir. This is a depiction of Thor's hammer. I don't have Perun's hammer because I'm not Slavic, neo-pagan. I'm heathen. I don't consider myself Asatru because I don't just work with the Asir, I work with the Vanar and I work with the Jotun, which are the other two tribes of gods. I don't just work with the Asir tribe, although I do most of my ceremonies with deities from the Asir tribe or from the Vanar tribe. Jotun are scarce in ceremonies to them because they are negative forces, usually. Well, they're not negative, but they're powerful, raw, they're ancient nature gods similar to the Titans. And basically, they are not often considered to be really that good for humans, so they're not used in a lot of ceremonies, but they're not like Satans. Okay, back to Slavic mythology. And the pendants for the axe and the hammer are very similar. The axe, of course, is an axe. It's one-sided. There are two-sided versions, and it's usually made of silver, which is a holy metal in both faiths. And a thunder god, they both fight a serpent deity. They fight, in Perun's case, Volos or Velas, and in Thor's case, Ior or the Midgard serpent. Simply. And that is common throughout all Indo-European religions. The first one that comes to mind is Zeus and his battle with Typhus / Jupiter and his battle with Typhus. Same god, different names. In the Hellenic religions, also there's Indra, who fights a serpent god in Hinduism. There are many examples. There's a Babylonian god who fights a giant sea serpent, who is similar to a serpent, but is a serpent of the sea, hence the name, serpent of the sea. I'm a snake. And things like that. There are other similarities. Of course, the Rus, the tribe that formed Russia, came from Scandinavia, hence the similarities, and were influenced and did influence the Slavic peoples of the region of Russia, Ukraine, Estonia, various other regions. I'm not sure why it's various other regions. It is heavy Soviet accent, but that was the reason I made this video. Also, Rod, I don't quite know what Rod is. He's a supreme god, I know that, but I haven't found any depictions of him, so he's kind of like Yahweh, I guess, or Jehovah, depending on. So, in Abrahamic religion of Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and I guess he's compared to that, but I'm not really quite sure. If someone who is Slavic neo-pagan or who just knows about it could make a video telling me about the basis of Rod, then that would be good, because I can't find any stories with him or anything. He's just mentioned. So yeah. Also, other Slavic deities, Makushka or Makusho or something like that. It reminds me of Freya, the female fertility and identity deity in Slavic mythology. Is very similar to Freya, who is the female fertility and war deity in Heathenry and Norse mythology, and they're very similar in my opinion. And your practices, the statues, are very similar. Unfortunately, I do think part of Slavic mythology has been, a large part of it has been lost, because first of all, you didn't have it all in writing. A lot of it was oral tradition, and what you had in writing was burnt by the god eaters, and by god eaters I mean Christians and Jews and Muslims, because, well, those people eat their god, and if they could come up with something we did that was as crazy as that, then they'd use it against us too. So why not give them a name? We have pagan and barbarian and all those other assorted things, so I think it's their turn to have a name. I was looking at something. You got to see the top of my head. That's good for you. I am anti-Christian, but not violently so. I do believe that they need to re-examine their past, and most of them don't know anything about their religion. But that will be a subject for another video. I won't go off on that. I think that people need, anyone who is Slavic, Neo-Pagan, or Heathen who is watching this video, look up the opposite, not the opposite, but the other religion that you are not, and see some of the similarities. Look through some of the documents. I've just been doing it for like 3 days. Not extremely for 3 days, just skimming through stuff. I knew it existed, but I didn't really know about it until about 3 or 4 days ago, because I got strep throat and was sick and had nothing to do but read and watch YouTube videos and watch TV and stay home from school. I'm still a high school student, as many of you know. So I learned about it and found it very interesting, and I started listening to this band called Arcona, which are very good. Of course, that was before 3 or 4 days ago. I looked it up because of listening to them. Just thought I'd find out what they were about. It's a pagan metal band. I like them. Yerelo is a good song. Slavia Rus. Song I can't pronounce. There's 3 different words, or 4. I don't remember. I'm not viewing it right now. I'm looking at the top because I have songs by Tyr and Arcona, not playing but ready to play, because I was watching them before I decided to make this video. I love Tyr. They're a very good band. I also like Enslaved. They're probably my favorite black metal band. Not their modern stuff though. Well, I'm getting off topic, so that's my video. Dankeschön for watching. Und auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund. And to anyone who thinks that everybody else should worship their religion, I have ein thing to say to you. Ein is one, auf Deutsch. Because I have to have German in all of my videos, yeah. Verpiss dich, Mathe, verpiss dich.